The Mizzou football, baseball, and softball programs were handed a postseason ban on January 31st. The ban came because of a tutor that took coursework for student athletes in 2015 and 2016. The decision on Mizzou's appeal was supposed to take 6 to 8 weeks, but it took about 10 months, and the NCAA's decision was upheld. A tough blow for Mizzou. One tutor and 12 student athletes ruined the chance for the senior classes to play in the postseason. Besides the ban, the Tigers also lose scholarship money and face recruiting restrictions, something that seemed harsh, especially after the Tigers self-reported to the NCAA.
The University of Missouri spent hundreds of hours. We did interviews, we investigated, we reviewed records, and collaborated with the enforcement staff, and this is the outcome we received. Mizzou and the NCAA enforcement staff determined it was one rogue part-time tutor who was responsible.
Mizzou clearly not happy with the decision, and today the NCAA responding with the statement. While Missouri's disappointment is understandable, the rules and infractions processes are developed by NCAA members. If any member school feels the rules and penalty structure are unfair, there's a clear path for them to suggest changes. It's been a tough week and a tough season, to say the least, for the 5-6 Tigers. Some fans calling for Coach Barry Odom's job. Now that we know Mizzou's not going bowling, Friday's game against 2-9 Arkansas should tell us a lot about the Tiger pride and just how much they want to win for their coach. The Razorbacks are awful. They haven't won an SEC game in 2 years. They just fired their coach. And despite Mizzou's 5-game losing streak, the Tigers are still about 2 touchdown favorites. The game's dubbed as the Battle Line rivalry, but speaking to players at Media Day, I got different responses as to whether it's actually a rivalry.
It just kind of happened that way, I think, just because we had to have a rival coming in SEC, but I don't really look at it like that. I mean, there's a trophy and everything, but I think it's just another game.
I mean, I would say so, because there's a rivalry around here, so I mean, obviously it's a rivalry to me.
You know, it's a really important game to me. I don't really particularly like them.
Barrett Bannister, who you just saw, grew up in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Friday's game actually in Little Rock, but still a big chance for him to shine against his hometown team. Kickoff set for 1:30, and the game airs right here on KRCG 13. Josh Taylor and the Mizzou volleyball team on the road against Ole Miss. 4 different Tigers had 15 kills. How's that for balance? As look at Kylie DeBerg as one of those right there with the powerful spike. Mizzou played some good defense too on match point. Tiana Omazic with the block. The Tigers win in 4 sets, moving to 20-7. They're back at home Saturday for senior night. And Jefferson City High grad OG Anunoby and the Raptors hosting the Knicks. Early on, OG knocks down the corner 3. OG averaging about 12 points per game this year, and that's a career high. More OG. How about another 3-ball? He made 3 of them on the night. OG scores 13 points and pulls down 12 rebounds as the Raptors pick up the big win. Moving to the ice, the defending champ Blues actually on a 2-game losing streak, skating in Tampa Bay against the Lightning. Second period, Oscar Sundqvist scores the shorthanded goal. That's big time right there. Still in the second, tied at 1 now, and Sundqvist goes 5-hole to beat the goalie for his second goal. Third period, 2-all, and this time Barbashev fires it home to give the Blues the lead. St. Louis hangs on to win 4-3. Plenty of people will be eating turkey this Thanksgiving, but our own Rod Smith might be grilling some fish, as here's the latest edition of Rod's Big Ol' Fish.
Rod's Big Ol' Fish is brought to you by the Not Not Agency, big supporters of today's Cole County Prayer Breakfast at the Farm Bureau in Jefferson City. Good to see everyone. And great to see your pictures on the Big Ol' Fish, like this huge blue catfish taken by Joe Bess. That at the Elhana Resort at the Lake of the Ozarks. Joe works at Elhana. He also knows there's good fishing at the 8-mile marker, and he has this big old cat to prove it. Family fishing fun for the Webergs in Lynn. Last Labor Day, brothers John and Kenny teamed up to catch 5 catfish on trot lines, the 2 big ones weighing in at 40 and 60 pounds each. Happy Thanksgiving to the Webergs, and thanks for sending us the picture for Rod's Big Ol' Fish.
So we were watching there earlier, Mizzou, Arkansas. I don't really think it's a rivalry either, to be honest.
SEC likes rivalries. They kind of promoted that.
Yeah, it's a
Mizzou
rivalry.
joined. Yeah, it's not like MUKU though.
No, not quite.
Zach will recap the weekend forecast next.